Soap. Soap, it's time. Yep, soap, it's time. So it's time for another video. And this video came to me because I found myself in a place that I've been before, and I did what I tend to do most oftentimes, and I sat and I started to journal. This kind of piggybacks off of the video that I had made yesterday about ways in which I use in order to pull myself out of a moment, put myself in a different moment, get myself out of an internal state of being and move myself into something that feels better. Because honestly, when I can tell that I don't like the way something feels, I have to change it. It's just, once you become so aware of how you feel, you literally will not choose to feel that way anymore. You will do and implement any kind of skill or strategy that you could possibly fathom to make it stop. Some of us will take like antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds, but I have another skill here that may help you. So I'm going to read to you from my journal, basically the process of how I got myself out of a stinky feeling thought. Yeah, I didn't like the way it smelled, so I had to leave the room. I am an entire room, all right? This inside is an entire room. So I'm going to give you this advice today. I'm going to give you this skill set, this practice, this technique, okay? So how to change a negative mindset surrounding your wealth, okay? How your cash flow is flowing to you. If you have a negative thought, let's say, I don't have enough. How am I going to do this? How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to afford that? What I want you to start doing is I want you to change the fear of the what ifs, okay? So the what ifs, for example, would be, what if I can't pay rent? What if I lose my job? What if my relationship ends? What if I end up homeless? And like, I know where these thoughts can go, and they just start to spiral, and pretty soon you're living under a bridge and you look like Billy Goat Scruff and you don't even know how you got there, and you literally feel like you want to vomit because you don't know how you're going to brush your teeth because there's no clean drinking water. And literally none of that has actually happened. You've just imagined it in your mind. I've been Billy Goat Scruff more times than I want to remember imagining. So my tip for you, my fun tip and trick, is to change the fear of the what ifs to positive what ifs. So instead of thinking, oh, what if this happens, and then having like this negative thought, which then generates negative emotion. By negative emotions, I would say like anxiousness, scarcity, basically feeling inside of yourself like shit is not going the right way. Your mind does not know the difference between reality and what it imagines to be happening. So with that being said, if you have the question that pops up, how am I going to pay rent? You know, you're freaking out, finances, seems like money's going out more than it's coming in. How am I going to pay rent? Okay, let go. Here we go, ready? I want you to listen closely. Let go of worry and introduce possibility. So you're going to start to tell yourself, I'm letting go of worry and I am introducing possibility. Okay? The possibilities, the what ifs. What if? The fun what ifs, okay? So what if I got another job? I don't like that thought. I don't like the way that makes me feel. Okay. What if I win the lottery? Did you buy a ticket? Did you buy a ticket? And then there's those occasional people who are like, oh, I never win. Or then you cash your ticket and you lost and you're like, I lost again. It's like, no, you just haven't won yet. Okay? You just haven't won yet. There's this, the universe is divine in its timing. Just trust that. Trust in the divine timing. Things show up when they're supposed to show up. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. And whether or not you believe this, I'm telling you now, believe this. It's divine in its timing. And it's magical and it's wonderful and it's a good feeling thought. And you'll have the skeptics and people who will be like, oh, don't believe it. I don't care. Take what you want, leave what you don't like. That's what I do. Like if I'm hungry and there's a plate put in front of me and someone is kind enough to give it to me and I don't necessarily want to eat, the carrots, I'm not going to make, I don't want the carrots. Just don't eat them then. Don't eat them. Or eat them, but don't complain about it, okay? You have choice. That's all I'm saying. So what if is another one, another fun what if. What if I get paid to be me? That feels like a really fun thought, okay? But then your ego might kick on and be like, who's going to pay you just to be you? So you'll have this fun back and forth tennis match with yourself. And but how's that going to happen? It's like, no. Let go of the how. Your only responsibility within yourself is to believe in that good feeling thought and know that it's coming. I believe I get paid to be me. Woo! I believe that I'm a money magnet, and all of the wealth that I give, I receive 10 times back. Yeah, I believe that. I do. So again, I'm reading to my own writings to myself. So it's I get paid to be me. Let go of the how and believe in the possibilities. The possibilities, okay? There are millions flowing to me. Millions of possibilities are flowing to me. Say that to yourself now. Millions of possibilities are flowing to me. And possibilities are free, okay? Remember that. Possibilities are free. So tell yourself, I am open to universal possibilities. I am open to all these possibilities that are just going to boom, 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 boom. If you're still having a tough time with that and your ego's still in the way, then get creative and fun with it, all right? So just be like, I could become an ice cream woman. People do it all the time. Just turn on a little thing, play some music, and sell some ice cream to kids. Oh, but it's winter. Okay, so I could sell hot chocolate. Oh, where am I going to get the hot chocolate? Okay, fine. What if I sold dreams? And then just keep going. And what if I found buried treasure in my walls? It's like, I'm not suggesting you go smashing down your walls. Don't go Hulk shit with it. I'm just saying, like, these are possibilities. They happen. If you can think it, it's already a possibility, okay? Yeah, it's not as possible as, that's because you don't believe that it is. What if I told you that any possibility that you thought was possible is just as much possible as one that you think is not, or one that you think is less possible? It's just as much possible. It's just how much possibility and belief are you putting behind that possibility? And why don't you just let more possibilities in? Possible, love the possibilities. What if a billionaire meets me? I'm super awesome, and she just gives me like $100,000. Like, here, you're great. That feels like an awesome thought. That feels amazing. Just don't let the doubt take over the possibility. All right? And the process of this is that while doing this, the fear thought, it will begin to dissolve. And the biggest part of it is the fear-based thought. It's not going to build momentum. So it will start to dissolve, and it will get lesser and weakened. And then you won't be sitting there for like, whoever knows however long you could fall into this fear-based thought. I mean, you could run this could run on for weeks, months. I've seen people block wealth from coming to them for years. I did it to myself for years. And I still practice this. So by switching over to possibilities, you give a new feeling to the one that was temporarily not a good feeling thought, all right? That's basically what you're doing. You're just replacing a feeling with a new feeling by getting in there and dissolving or slowing down momentum that's coming from fear. It's just our savage brain. Don't judge yourself too much for it. This can be a really fun practice that you take on your life. The practice can be done over and over and over again. When I first started out, I literally would have to just ninja fuck myself all day long and tell myself, like, I would be going back and forth, like having to reassuring myself, like, everything is happening for my highest good. Everything is always working out for me. You are a money magnet. And it wasn't just the thought. I wasn't just regurgitating words. It was this feeling of focusing on what I already have, what's already come into being, and letting go of the lack, bringing in possibilities, and just having fun with it, having fun with yourself. Possibilities are fun. They're fun. They're meant to be fun. Life is meant to be funny and happy and joy-filled. It's not meant, it's real. I mean, you can sit around and feel shitty and depressed and annoyed. I'm just telling you, if you want to watch these videos and not feel like that, here's a few tricks. Every time you become aware of a fear-based thought about wealth flowing to you, go back to this practice. Okay? That's it. Really, that's all I got for you today. Okay? That's it for today. Just practice that. Practice possibilities. Let go of the what if that's coming from a fear-based Fear-based, yep, fear-based. A fear-based feeling of the lack, and just dive in with possibilities. Write them down. Write down the funniest ones you can think of, and please send them to me because I'm in the mood for a good laugh. I've thought about sometimes maybe like taking my son Cash and finding women who like think they want to have kids and then actually saying like, all right, if you pay me, you know, $500 for the week, you can take my son and experience what it's like to have a 4-year-old. So it's like the opposite of babysitting. They get to have the experience of feeling what it's like to have a child, and I get paid childcare. I'm actually getting paid for childcare. And I run that thought out a lot. It's a great, it's funny and it's fun and I like it. I've also thought about selling bottled water to people and telling them that if they drink it, then all of their wildest dreams will come true, because it's true. But people just need something to believe in. So try believing in yourself, all right? Let's start with that. This video is getting to that time again. This is a video from Creating the Mind Now. I hope you're enjoying the process. I'm loving sharing my process, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Enjoy the journey.